This is Ian Lamont from In 30 Minutes Guys. Today I'm going to be talking about 3 new things in Microsoft Word. If you haven't used it in a while, if this video helps you, please take a moment to follow the channel or like the video, and let's get started with Microsoft Word. So Microsoft Word for the past, 5 or 10 years or so, actually the macOS and the Windows version of the software has been practically the same. And to be honest with you, as we were doing the new book, we looked at what has changed in Microsoft Word since the last version of it, which was Word 2019. This is Microsoft Word for Microsoft 365. And actually the first thing that comes to mind when you're using Microsoft Word is the branding has changed. It used to be called Office 2019, Office 2021. Microsoft is really pushing people to embrace the Microsoft Word for Mac, Microsoft 365 subscription. And if you're using Windows, it's the same. They're really pushing the idea of using a subscription instead of buying a standalone Office suite once every 3 or 4 or 5 years. So that's the first thing that's changed. The next thing that's changed is on the review tab. This is I consider this to be a pretty major change. They got rid of spell check. Spell check used to be a separate tool. Right up on the left side, it would be a button that says ABC. Now you can see as I hover over, it says Editor, check for spelling, grammar, and writing issues. And when you click on it, this will pop up. This is a tool where you can check both the spelling errors. So they flag this particular word. This should be capitalized. It's correct about that. And then the other thing that they added to this editor is the grammar. So they've merged basically spell check and grammar check and into one tool called editor. So that's the second major change. And then the third major change that we noticed for both the Windows and the macOS version of Microsoft Word for Microsoft 365 is on the Draw tab. These pen tools, these drawing tools, which most users often really don't use. If you're just using a keyboard and a mouse, I doubt you'll be using the pen or the eraser or drawing. But if you have a tablet and you're using Word that way, then you will start to use these tools. And these tools are greatly expanded from the last version, which was Word 2019. There's some other changes that you'll notice when you're going through the different tabs, but they're really more cosmetic than actually like a really different feature change. And of course, if you're using the Mac version of Microsoft Word, another thing that's different than the Windows version are the security options as well as backstage view. I'm not going to get into that here, but just the general 3 main changes for Microsoft Word for Microsoft 365. The first one is the branding. Second one is the spell check has been replaced by editor. And then the third one, if you use the drawing tools, these tools have been greatly expanded since Word 2019. This is Ian Lamont, publisher of In 30 Minutes Guides, including the new edition of Microsoft Word in 30 Minutes, which covers all of this stuff. It's a great reference to have. Go to in30minutes.com to learn more. And also, if this video helped you out, if you could like it and subscribe to the channel, it would be greatly appreciated. This is Ian signing off. Thank you so much.